Hi everybody, welcome back to Homestead in the Woods, episode 10 with me, Sid, and we are back at the little village. It's got smaller, so quite a bit smaller, to the point where I have almost worn out an entire diamond axe. For those of you who followed me for any length of time, you know that I am not above stealing. Not stealing in general, obviously. I'm not a shoplifter or something like that. No, I am not above stealing an entire structure, dungeon, village, you name it. If it's in the... and that's the end of that, okay. Right, let's grab those. I mean, I brought some cobble with me, so I could make myself a sort of cobble axe if I wanted, but to be honest, these blocks are painful enough to break with a diamond axe, so I can always come back, and I'm going to have to come back anyway, because there's a lot of villagers here that I want to liberate. Let's go with liberate. Really? It's almost like that guy waits for me to start recording. So yeah, I've been hammering away at this lot. I've taken out all of that down there. There was that building, there was a big long thing, there was a farm, then I've taken out that building, and as far as here I've taken out the farms and the length of quay. That side, quay, key, that's the word I'm looking for, key. And there's all of this lot to take out, these farmers to get, who obviously will have to remain farmers because I've like traded them up. But if I were to go into and grab my spuds, because I've got some spuds, I haven't got much in the way of wheat, so let's go with Spud Boy. Let's just get a few more emeralds. If I can, no, that's as many emeralds as I can get. Okay, fine. I suppose I could just harvest all of these as well and get the rest of them. Yeah, go on then. Get off my spuds. Not breaking them for you. God, thieves. Thief. So you're a thief, mate. You're a tea leaf of the highest order. Right, I think I still should have... Well, tell you what, that probably... Wow. Did you just throw... Are you trying to breed? Anyway, yeah. Enough about that. Let's go here. So, my mad plan is to build myself a village trading station back at my home base. However, I don't want to go mad. I don't want to get into the entire let's get every single enchanted book, let's get every single this, that and the other. That is not what I'm about. But I do want to have village trading to a degree. Hello, kitty cat. How are you? What colour are you? You're not a Callie. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what colour cat that is. It's not a tabby either, it's brown. Brown tabby? Maybe brown tabby, I don't know. Yeah, you... I can't speak cat, so the point was telling me. Right. So, yeah, I want to get myself a little villager trader. I'm not so much bothered about a villager breeder, because if we look at the map, we've got the village here. Those guys over there are a little bit more awkward to get, but if we were to head and not go up through the caves, but if you were to head back up towards our base... Oh, that looks interesting. I think that's a mine shaft of some description, isn't it? With pretty colours everywhere. No, stop it. Yes, we need to come over here and over there. There's another village. You know, we're not short of villagers to liberate villagers from. So, yeah, that's the thing. And you know, we've got plenty of stuff. I can make lots and lots of campfires with this lot. We will take this structure down in the middle. We'll take all of these. This will be, take those and we'll bring the villagers over steadily. But right now, let's get this villager back to the base, and we are going to try and come up with a design that allows me to put a boat into a holding area where there's water so the boat can go in. We close a gate, we break the boat, the village jumps out. We use night time to encourage the villager into a holding pen, which is going to be floored with a bed, so that's how we're going to get him in there. And while he's sleeping, quickly build the walls up. We'll have his trade station at the front, and Bob is the relative of your choice. So that's kind of the plan. Partially because I want to go and get Silk Touch books, so we need to get some more traders for, you know, trading the emeralds up to get more mending books, so I can get my mending on my shovel, get mending on my sword, get mending on my bow. Not so bothered about infinity. I can live without infinity for having a bow that doesn't break, that's half decent, kind of return on investment thing. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan for today, is to push getting a villager trading area, a villager trading raft, perhaps. Now, I'm unsure as to how big to make the villager trading raft. I'm kind of thinking 48 villager trading stations. Maybe that might be a little bit overkill, to be honest, but you know what, it's probably a start. So it'd be, what, 16 by 16, which would be 32 if you put the walls in between each one. So yeah, it's going to be reasonably large, but it's kind of got a front on. It has to be drown proof, because obviously I don't want the drowns coming in and killing my hard-earned villagers, which they will. And it has to be spawn proof, so nothing can spawn on it. And I think that is probably, where am I now? Let me just have a look. Enough. Now I have, you can't even see what I started out here. There is, out here somewhere, a very, very small raft, which, I must say small, like, 4 or 5 blocks. And then I realised that I'd got no actual building blocks for this. Now, I could have quite easily just grown spruce and made all of the stuff, but it's already been made for me. It would seem silly not to take advantage. I probably want to head that way a bit. It would seem silly not to take advantage, and we'll also take a chance on this fella that's in this boat getting killed, because he's going to be my test case to see if I can get them into a holding area. And once we've tested that, then we can kind of build from there. So that's kind of my thought. I think I'm a little bit far this way. I think I need to be over here a wee bit. Yeah, but as I say, I don't really don't. He says it's like 48 villager trading slots, so I don't want to get into villager trading. Yeah, that kind of goes against what I'm saying, doesn't it? But here's my starting point. So what I probably need to do is grab myself. Do I want to do it with? We can just do it with these, I think. Because we're going to put something on top of them anyway. And we'll make this, let's make this 4 wide. And then we're going to come out like 1, 2. Like this. So that's the thought there. Then I think I should have a little bit of let's come out one more, and we shall actually we'll use these because I haven't got much of a plan for those right now. And then we can come under the water. Oops, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that matters. I'm wasting stuff now. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do that. So then this, what we would do is we come around here, there'll be some gates there, we open the gates, we swim in here and we take that out, break the boat, he jumps out, comes around, runs around on the platform. That's kind of there, like that. And then we'll maybe just come underneath as well and just block that in. So that's kind of the starting point, and then we'll come out this way to so we've got, and then there'll be a fence go around the outside, a couple of blocks, and then I don't know, I'm trying to work out the extent, if you like, of this. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, I've got a fair few of those blocks, and we can get more. Plus, I could always go and make them. But this is my starting point, my starter for 10, if you like. And then 36 of those, so that's probably where we come out with this. Yeah, we haven't got any hole bits. I suppose I could use those. That will get me somewhere, won't it? And then we can get that going, and again and then we can grab there we go, that's what I'm looking for, and that can go there and there. Oh, here he comes again. Quad bikes with no license plates and no insurance, no doubt. I sound so old. Right, at this point we're going to then go like that. Let's do 16 and 16. That makes sense, rather than so that, and then you can go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then my thoughts were, rather than have a floor of that, can I get away with this? Let me just try something. Damn it, I haven't got a... Okay, let's get rid of that a second. Do it the hard way. Yeah, we can pop that down there. So here's my villager, he's in his little trading bay, have his workstation there, and then this will come right. Oh no, not quite that far. Nope, hang on, like that. And that's my space. Then we've got 2, then we've got the fence. So that's the size of the perimeter. We do the same over here, then we just get more beds. I've only got the 2 beds on me, so that will do. Boink. Will that work? Probably. We probably do just need to quickly and temporarily stab down a few of those just to make sure. Oh yeah, you're still spawnable over there, aren't you? And that should be good. Alright, let me just push this a little bit further and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, got the basics in. There is also a drowned hovering around here somewhere. Where are you? In he goes. He's in his bed. We'll close that up. And we'll give him his own light to keep him warm at night. There we go. Nice and thing. Now, somewhere abouts there's a drowned. Hello. Can the drown attack a villager in a bed from underneath? Or is he obsessing with me? Oh god, it's a trident round. Okay. That was more than I was anticipating. We'll take a chance on. We got one. Hello. Okay, well, that was somewhat fortuitous, wasn't it? Right. Now, there is going to be... I mean, this is ugly, but that's fine. We can live with ugly to start off with. What we need to do is continue building this out. But what we do, put a block in there, place down a... things I could actually even put a half slab there. And then once we've got the trade station, we can see, yeah, that works, doesn't it? I'm sure there are better ways of doing that, but a half slab will do. That's spawn proof. I think we kind of got a design, so I just need to expand at this point, which I will do. But I'm going to sleep the night away now so this guy can get out of bed and make sure that he doesn't go into the water or flip through something or anything, because that would be the... No, he's good. And obviously he's unemployed. I am tempted, yeah, I am very tempted to perhaps, I don't know whether drowned will actually be able to get them or not. I'm just wondering whether it's worthwhile doing this. Hello. Oh, well, there's another one with a trident. Hang on, that's... Come on, out. Out of the water. Let's... I just thought that was a lot of tridentage. And off he goes. Where's Trident Boy? See, my thoughts are that this, perhaps this block here, should be a full block, as that one perhaps should be. So then that one, Certainly this one. And perhaps this one. So similar in the other side, but that means I have to go in the water. Let's have a... definitely that one. That one. I'm going to go do it this way, I think. And then we'll go underneath. So these need to be solid blocks. Just to ensure that there's no thing. Then we'll also give it a an underside as well. No, I don't want to trade with you. Right, what we got going on down here? We've got you. No. Oh God, stop it. Come up here and do that, you. I can't even see where he is. Okay, well, I've got some building to do. And I also need to somehow deal with this trident guy. What we'll do on the floor is a whole bunch of these, as well as the I appear to have completed a task. That was good. As well as the trapdoors, as they'll go around. Like this, give us a working surface. And we'll work it on that side as well. Then we'll have a load of these. Oh, we need you to be out, not lit, don't we? How do I think we do that? Yeah. So we're gonna have to place those, and oh, they didn't get burned, did they? Damn it. Okay, well, such is life. I'll need to make more. They're only wooden stuff, and I've got lots of charcoal. So yeah, we'll get this structure built, and I'll be back in a short while. All right, we've got to a point where I've used the trader, so I can get mending for my enchanted shovel with a breaking and mending, so that they are now both repairable. Now obviously what I do need to do is cook some stuff to, or get some experience basically to achieve, you know, mending on this item. So what can I cook? What would be, I mean, obviously I've done all of my ores, so that's kind of out of the window. What have I got that'll allow me to, I mean, I could do some stone, that would work. I could even do some deep slate if I really wanted, couldn't I? I mean, it's wasteful. It's not really what we need to do, but it will get me at least some way to didn't realise I got an enchanted golden apple in there, to having some stuff. Now I could cook. I've cooked that, I've cooked you, these are all cookied, so that's kind of out the window. A couple of chicken isn't going to hack it, that's for certain. And yeah, I mean, it's, I suppose I could, I'll tell you what, let's make some baked potatoes just so we've got some stuff, because I just need to get this shovel back to a position where we can actually do something with it. Because it's, I suppose it's not bad, 393, it'll last, but you tend to go, I personally find that shovels are one of the tools I go through a lot of. I've also got this quest mark, I've done something. What have I done? I've collected 2 water buckets. Wow, okay. That was difficult. What's this one? Craft a water bucket. I'm going to assume a water bucket. So it's 3 water buckets to make a water bucket. What the hell is a water bucket? And who invented that stupid name? It's terrible. But I'm going to have one. Infinite water, okay. So, right, I don't really need that anymore then, do I? Okay, well that's fine. And that gives me some experience, okay, all good. Undead, kill 1000 zombies, okay, I'm 2% of the way there. There's all sorts of interesting stuff, isn't there, in this? Iron veins, mine 2048 iron ore. Okay, that's going to take a while. Ruby pickaxe, topaz pickaxe, jade, sapphire. Well, I don't think I've found any of those. 1000 farmland. 250 of each of the things, okay. Any flowers, well that's fine, I'll do that, no problem. Berries, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, isn't there? However, uh, 395, 399, I mean it's not a lot, but you know what? It's better than a kick in the face. Well, like 415 already. It won't take me long to get that up to a point where it's repairable. I do need to think about a sustainable source of XP though. And I'll think about it. I think is the long and the short. I also need to think about what I want to do with more villagers, because we've got everything out there except the beds now. So let me just cook these up, get this thing, this shovel slightly repaired, and then I need to think long and hard about what the next piece of activity is. I could go and for example, go and get more villagers and bring them over and just get them into the holding pen. They don't actually have to have a career at this stage. That's, you know, that's an optional thing. Doesn't need to be. You don't need to actually have a profession. To just be there ready for when I want a profession. So a cleric, for example, that trades rotten flesh might be interesting and useful. But yeah, and I know my villager that what I have got will trade me cabbages. But I suppose what I actually need is some kind of automatic or semi-automatic assault rifle. No, well, actually that, yeah, as well. But what I actually need is some way of getting the experience largely in an automated fashion. And an XP smelter might be the way to go with something like that. See, I don't think... not sure what the best course of action to go with the next is, so whatever it does, it needs to look nice. That villager trader is not the nicest looking thing, and I might do a little bit of tweaking over there. In fact, I should show you what I've done, shouldn't I? Because I've really not showed you that at all, which is somewhat naughty of me. Hard to tell which of these are mature, you know, from the models. What's that? 75%, but it looks mature to me. Well, got a load of stuff. Sun's going down, so we shall quickly just go and finish off this cooking malarkey, and I'll be back with you in a short while. Alright, let's go and have a look at what we built. Not necessarily the prettiest. I will need to go and get myself some more villagers for it, but I changed my mind about the floor and went with these path blocks because they give an interesting pattern against the wood underneath. They're spawn proof, and yeah, so we've got these all set up ready. We just need to, wherever I've got a dirt block, that means there's a bed in there ready. I need more beds basically, but there's a bed in these, so we can get a little villager come in. He comes running in, and the other thing to protect the villagers when I'm not trading with them is they have a little flap. And we can come in, we can trade with this guy who trades cabbage, carrots and potatoes. I don't think I've got any of those on me right now. Or this guy who is our mending villager, which is all good. But at the moment the rest of them are empty. And this is pretty basic stuff. There's nothing overly exciting here. I'm just going to also very quickly, because I inadvertently made these shelves and I put them up there as little brackets on every other one, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think it's just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is. Yeah, I thought rather than waste them, we'll put them up there, and then when I noticed that they kind of butt up nicely against the top there, it just makes a little decorative item. Might be something I do actually up on the overhang of the house. But the other problem I've got, and this is always a problem for me in Minecraft, I think it's a problem for everybody in Minecraft, inventory, storage, putting things away. So there are a whole load of storage mods in this pack, and I think we need to start experimenting with some of those. We've got storage drawers with the storage drawer controller. We've got Tom's simple storage, I think it is. We've used it before. It's okay. I mean, it might be even better now. It was okay in the previous versions. It was basically poor man's applied logistics, and it worked fine. You know, nothing to write home about. Nothing too much to get excited about. However, what I have done is I have taken out the storage here, and in here I've dug myself a hole. I do need some ladders if I can get myself. Do you have any different ladderage? Wooden rail? No, that's not what I'm after. I'd like a nice ladder. a laddery ladder. Oak panel. Ooh, interesting. Oak trellis. Big bowl. This saw is brilliant, by the way. You just whack the wood in and it goes, here, you can make all of these things. And, I mean, you know, straight in, no sticks, no faffing around, no nothing. Just make me, well, we'll just go. We'll get half a dozen of those for now. That'll do me. And, oh, I had a run-in with a zombie. Well, I had a run-in with several zombies. A spider. Also a bison and a creeper while I was out, so yeah, hence why there's a whole bunch of stuff. But you can see I'm just getting, everything's getting everywhere. It's a mess, proper mess. So what I would like to do is I'd like to start building a bulk storage down here. We need to get some nice walls on. I could go one further back because I'm going to be using, let me have a look. I'm going to be using this, which is simplified storage. So we need a storage terminal and an inventory connector. But then we want to get the storage terminal up to a crafting terminal. So that's the thing. So let's just let's just I'm pressing H for thing. Storage terminal. We're going to have to go to the nether. We're going to need nether quartz, and we are going to need glowstone. So we absolutely have to go to the nether to go further with this. Okay, that's fine. That makes decisions much easier. There you go. We'll tidy that up next time. We are most definitely going to have to go to the nether. I can't avoid it. So I suppose the other thing I need to start thinking about is how I want to build my nether portal, because I don't want just any old box. I have some ideas. And one of the ideas is to build a custom tree with an overhanging bough with chains hanging down and the portal hanging from it. That might be the way I go. Might be. Yeah. Decisions. I think in the meantime, I'm just going to go and grab myself a few more villagers just to stop that villager thing, get myself ready for tradings and careers, because obviously we need to go and do that. So I'm going to spend some time just pulling villagers over, and I'll pinch their beds while I'm there, and I'll be back in a short while. Alright, bringing in the last villager from the village to the south. I left the two farmers, neither of them particularly great trades, and you may just be able to tell by the slight meowing sound. I tamed the cats while I was there. Oh, hello, don't want to do that. Right, we need the sun to go down, so you can't go and lay on that bed. Come on. Come on, teleport to me. Oh, hello. That was very, right. Sit. Yeah, so we've got the tabby. It's a brown tabby. And we've got I assume this is some kind of Siamese. I don't know what kind. It's a cat. And yeah, everybody should know by now that I am a cat lover, so yeah, I'm going to definitely go after a kitty cat in this game. Right, you're going to go and find yourself a bed. Yep, that's fine, you can have that one. So that is 7 villagers in this space so far, and all good. Now, I've also discovered that I can actually get the glowstone and the quartz without having to go to the nether. Does mean I need to do some trading. I need to get a cleric, so that's easy enough. I've got the thing, but I also need to get an enchanted thing, which is calcite, amethyst and basalt, which we can do quite easily. That will give me the occultist, and the occultist has got trades basically. So yeah, I don't know what that one you go, the horticulturalist. Don't know what you do. I'm gonna guess you trade maybe flowers and seeds. You might be that one that trades seeds actually. Gonna leave the kitty cats over here for now, and we are going to come back here and we'll get a screenshot, which is not going to be the nicest screenshot because obviously we've got the dirt blocks in at the moment, but this is what we got. So, and this thing that gives me the swim speed, definitely overpowered. Whoop, and in we go. Right, we've got a boat, we are good. So we need to have a look at a few bits and pieces, but I think we're getting close to the episode here. I need to start thinking. I really didn't need to go to the nether. That's something I can't really avoid. I don't like the nether. I'm not a fan of the nether. It's not my favourite place. I suppose it's kind of reasonable. It is technically hell, isn't it? So, but we do need to get this thing going now. I don't know. I've got calcite, 1, 2, 3. I've got smooth basalt, 1, 2, 3. I have got a block of amethyst. So we can do that. That's not a problem. I think it was that, wasn't it? What I don't have is emeralds. I think I haven't got any emeralds, if I remember rightly. I've used them all. So we are going to have to trade up using the spuds and the various things to try and get a villager. And maybe we need to get another farmer, possibly, I don't know. But we do need those. I'm going to take rotten flesh with me, because if I'm not mistaken, I think rotten flesh was a trade. Cleric trade, isn't it? 32. I know I can leave one behind. I've got enough to lock him in if he's that way inclined. So that's the thing. I have no idea what the occultist trades other than quartz. So let's go and see what we can find with those. Just see if we can't get a little bit of a trade going. But I think we're going to have to bring a path down. I'm going to put myself, as I say, I think a custom tree with the portal in. I think that will be interesting, different somewhat. And we obviously need to make ourselves a whole load of emeralds. We're probably not doing it with the farm we've got, but there are ways to speed up the farms and make bigger farms for that matter. I've just been looking through the various options, and right, how would you like to be an occultist? So amethyst, okay, I'm not really worried about what you're selling at the moment. How would you like to be a cleric? 32 of those for that. Wow. That didn't really get me a lot, did it? And then I can change that into glowstone, redstone if I want. But that doesn't really help a great deal there. Okay, well, we've got a couple more trades. You You will do potatoes, carrots and cabbage. So I think what we probably need to do, let me come back out of here. We have done this. I tamed my animals, didn't I? And we have got a lead, or is that? Oh, tame. Okay, not exciting. And routes that don't run deep. We had done a lava bucket and 64 deep slate. That was that, and I think that is there. But if we can find, let me go into there. So we can make organic compost, and that will allow us to make rich soil, which will grow things faster. So that's one aspect that we should be getting into. The other bit is no, I'm trying to remember where it was now. Wasn't there, it wasn't that. Don't think it's any of those. So where did I see that? There is a device basically that we can make. Is it under here? I don't think it was under here. Some stuff to do there, but there wasn't a place to eat. It's not that one. It's not Cozy Kitchen. Oh, this is, you know when you've seen something and now you can't spot it. This is the Heart of Homestead, isn't it? Whispers of the Wild. That's biome searching, so it's not that one. Somewhere. Amongst all of this lot. There's obviously the storage drawers one, which we can do, but that's not it. It's not the tranquility, although that's things. It's not you, it's not you, it's not you. Here. So water sprinkler gives you an 8 to hydrate soils up to 8 blocks away, double that of a normal water block. So that is going to give us the ability to make a much bigger farm. Mix that with the compost and we should be laughing, I think. So organic compost, I think we need to, let me just get you out of the way for a second. So let's get rid of, I need to do this, I think I'm alright for the barrel now, so we can probably get that. Smoker I probably need though. Organic compost we can do, this straw is the issue there, and then the sprinkler is the other one I wanted to have a look at, because that will give me, and it's not expensive either, that's the thing. I mean, it's a couple of iron, so we could get that and that will give me a bigger farm. I can probably repurpose the farm plots I've done and just kind of rejig them. But yeah, I think that is something for next episode. But for the time being, we have got a villager trading station. It has beds in every slot, so I've still got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 13 villagers, and of course we still have that village over there to borrow villagers from, and also a village up here that we could potentially borrow some villagers from, although that's a little bit more tricky. Well, it's a bit more of a pain to travel across, isn't it? But yeah, let's see where we go from here. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.